I'm sorry, but I hate to interrupt. I just saw it on the news that there's a scandal coming out with one of your cast members. And it's up to you guys, the audience, to figure out what cast member that is. So go ahead and pick which cast member is having a scandal right now.
Taylor!
And now I'm going to need from the audience what scandal that is.
She's an escort!
Just heard that Taylor is an escort. And it's on E! True Hollywood Story right now. Come on, let's go take a look.
I knew it. What birth control did you use?
Tonight on E! Hollywood True Story. Or E! True Hollywood Story. I get mixed up from time to time, either way it's the same show. We have a story that you all might be aware of. It's been breaking in the news recently. Taylor, this beautiful woman over here, is not entirely what she seems. Beneath that ditzy, so actually it is pretty much what she seems. But how did this happen to such a good person? It all started back in a humble Midwest upbringing.
Well, Taylor she was a good girl growing up. She was good. She was
a very good girl, yeah.
Very friendly. Very
yeah, she had all kinds of friends, little girls, little boys. They always came over to the house, yeah.
Mostly
I gave them chocolate
boys
pudding.
to think about. Mostly boys.
Yeah.
They were all boys.
Yeah. They were, but she was so pretty.
She was so cute. She loved just lifting up her skirt.
Oh, yeah. That was her
so
we have so many home videos.
Oh, the boys loved it. Oh, they just loved it. They just loved it.
Yeah, we didn't think much of it until later.
Yeah. When she was 6. She started the hoeing.
While other kids were selling candy for Little League games, Taylor was selling, well, you can imagine what it was. It didn't really seem to be a huge problem, and she kept it under control for the most part. Until it got towards the middle of her high school years. It started taking its toll, and some of her friends even started realizing that there was a problem.
I mean, I told her not to continue doing it. I told her I'd give her money.
It all started, we had an economics project to do, and she was like, hey, I got this great idea.
And I was like, well, the other kids just sold candy bars.
Yeah, our buddy bracelets.
Yeah, and they made more friendship bracelets, which they made themselves while they watched the Cosby Show after school.
She had a website and flyers, and it was all underground. You need a password and everything.
I mean, we did really well in the class, but I didn't hear much from Taylor after that.
No.
I don't know.
Like so many escorts in days past, Taylor dropped off the map for a while. Sure, she had everything she thought she wanted, but at what cost? So, it wasn't until many years later that she resurfaced, and God, I don't have to tell you it wasn't pretty.
Well, you know, I met this nice little girl coming out around the way, and I put on my main man, Tyrone. Tyrone took Taylor down to the corner. Taylor was a good girl, working on E, and I think it was 12. I don't know. Anyway, that was my worst street ever until Taylor came through. I'm telling you, she was giving it away like, just like that, making big stacks for Big Daddy. But every time Taylor got into a little bit of trouble, you know, she would try to come running back to Big Daddy. And that was a no-no, Taylor. You don't do that. Big Daddy's not to be found when Taylor is in trouble, okay? That's the first rule. So when the cops came, Big Daddy was gone, but Taylor got the cuffs put on her, and that was the last I saw of Taylor. But she was good while I had it.